Hard Carpin. Or is it Carpin hard? Yep, they've got pretty crazy faces, but once you get over that, you'll realize the carp is really quite the beast. And you know that somewhere out there, somewhere in the lake or river, there are a bunch of greasy giants, and they're all over the place. They're like filthy salmon. The carp is quite the beast.
Carp is quite the beast.
That was awesome.
Yeah, that's like the classic situation.
Good, at least the carp roof gets the first carp.
Yeah.
I was worried I was going to be one that's
Think so? I don't know.
Oh, yeah, the big ones would have spooled them already.
Kind of hit with a ton of bricks.
It did though, that was good. Like it didn't pull the
Yeah, you might want to tighten your drag a touch. Yeah. And plus, we probably had your drag set pretty light. How big is it going to be? Any sight of it?
Nothing yet, man.
Good fight, eh?
Like he knows he's getting close.
Yeah, he's a decent one. I might give him over 15.
Definitely big stick guy. There's another one following it. Look at it. There's another one following it. See it?
Oh, crazy.
There's one following it in.
He's like, what's up with you, buddy?
Look at him. This. I've never seen this before. See him?
Yeah.
Because I guess he's kicking off dirt. Like he's kicking off bait. He's throwing it in and eating it.
Think that's what's going on?
Yeah.
That's on the Scopex. I don't think so.
Thought I could get him. He's having nothing to do with this neck game, man.
There we go.
Oh yeah, he's a bit bigger than. I think he's off.
Oh no.
He's about to swim. No, he's on. He's swimming towards me, I think.
Okay, let's get our.
He's not swimming towards me anymore, guys. He's swimming right over by you guys.
Yeah, try to work him away from us.
I'm trying. I'm coming.
There he is. Right, leave your.
Here. He's not planning on staying there.
What's a big one?
Coming right at you. Got him.
Oh yeah. He's heading to the dock. He's gonna run. Yeah, it's funny because you're just like, he's too big to like,
He's too big to stop.
yeah.
He's too big.
He's just gonna do it. Do what he's gonna do.
I gotta keep loosening the jack back so I can have it, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it, so I'm too silly to.
I have a hook in my tackle box from last year.
Straight?
It's like, yeah, it's definitely straightened out a bit. It's got lots of juice.
Is that a British term?
Getting sore, get us the ice pack. You can't even, you're probably not even that big, you just got a lot of gum.
God, the next one's quite not quite long enough. Gigantic man, not quite long enough. up right away, right? So.
Ooh, splasher. Looks like I'm gonna have to put on some Scopex bait. Yeah, it's almost like my whole rig, like, it's probably because you have your drag set like pretty tight, because it's like the whole rig got pulled to one side.
Oh, no!
Oh, goner. That's alright.
So, Kokemachine, what do you have in that chum bucket over there? What? Didn't your grandma ever teach you never to ask a dude what's in his chum bucket? What? Alright, I'll tell you. Okay, the recipe is simple. Here in North America, we don't always have easy access to pre-made carp chum, or as the British call it, ground bait. However, a trip to the grocery store is all you need to get started. Just get your hands on a fat sack of instant oats. You can use this as your primary base, or you can mix it up with an equal portion of boiled birdseed to add some variety. Then, mix this up with a can of creamed corn to blob it up and add flavor. Top that off with a can of sweet corn and a bit of water. You want a mixture that has a fluffy consistency, but sticks together when compressed in your hand. Add more water as necessary. Here's a little tip directly from the bottom of my soul. If you turn the oat bag inside out, it can double as a delightful chum mitt, keeping your hands relatively chum-free while baiting your method feeder. But Kokemachine, what is a method feeder? Ah, yes. A method feeder looks a little something like this guy. They come in a variety of styles, all carrying a similar theme. A large sinker attached to some kind of cage or ribbing. The idea here is that you can mold your chum balls, aka ground bait, on top of your sinker, and the ribbing will hold it in place during your cast. As the method feeder hits the bottom of the lake, the ground bait will absorb water and plop off in direct proximity to your bait. For the bait that goes on your hook, or hook bait as it is so curiously named, I like to use several pieces of canned corn underneath a kernel of floating corn. This is threaded with a baiting needle onto what is called a hair rig, and held in place with a piece of plastic, often called a bait stop. As you can see, the bait goes onto the hair or extended tag end as opposed to directly on the hook. This does wonders to place the hook in the lip of the fish and avoid deep hooking. The leader, or hook link, is only about 4 to 6 inches long and is semi-attached to the method feeder. This is done by nesting the ball swivel that connects the leader and the main line inside a rubber sheath that is attached to the feeder. Having the leader semi-attached ensures that in the event of a break-off, the fish is not dragging around 2 ounces of weight. In many other fishing rigs, anglers go to great lengths to make sure that the fish doesn't feel the sinker. In this rig, which is known as a bolt rig, the exact opposite idea is used. The sinker is very heavy, and when the carp picks up your bait and feels the prick of the hook, it bolts away, thus setting the hook on itself against the weight of the sinker. This method is absolutely genius and makes for some very dramatic hookups. Before I discovered how to use this rig, I had very poor results with carp. This rig changed the game for me. Although you could easily get away with a Y-shaped stick and a bell, many Euro anglers use electronic bite alarms mounted on fancy rod holders called rod pods. These hold the rods in an easy position, ready for grabbing. A bite alarm allows the angler to detect even the slightest tap, and when used along with a gizmo called a bobbin, it can detect when a hooked fish is swimming towards the rod. Unfortunately for us Canadians interested in hard carping, specialized carp gear such as method feeders, baiting needles, and bite alarms are rarely available in local fishing stores. Luckily, there are plenty of online sources here and in Europe that will have everything you need and a whole lot more if you really want to blow some cash. So, order yourself up some gear and get ready to tap into a largely untouched fishery filled with monster fish. Rig it.
Oh, double header.
You're on?
What?
Double header! Yeah, baby. The swim is on.
There we go.
Whoever gets in first.
I don't suppose you have your phone or. Yeah. Right on. How long is it underwater for?
Like,
To me, that's pretty big.
honestly, 20 seconds.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Holy.
Yeah, that is big. That's gonna be the biggest one.
Oh boy. Yeah, we need a bigger net here.
That's gonna be a 20.
All we have is time, Johnny.
So you said it was just under, like on the bottom for.
20 seconds. He must have been at the surface because I was reeling it in.
You were reeling it
Yeah,
in.
yeah, no, I cast it out and I was like, all right, I better start reeling in. And then I was like, Carl, I have a fish. So he must have been eating the surface.
Crazy.
And he's just like, oh, look at that corn.
So it never got to the bottom.
It was on. If it was on the bottom, Eric, it was on the bottom for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah. Try to
He's big.
bring it back this way. He needs a bigger net.
Yeah.
Get him. Holy shit! Looks like it's gigantic.
No, he's
Girl's
not.
got, you can barely lift it out.
Oh, look at the gut bomb on that guy. Look at the gut bomb on that guy.
25 pounds.
That's gotta be.
Oh man,
That's a giant.
that is a massive
The
one.
net was like bending us.
Wow. Oh, get out of there. 27. 27. Johnny, what do you got to say for yourself?
I got nothing to say, man.
This thing is gigantic. No, he's not. Girl's got me can barely lift him out. Oh, look at the gut bomb on that guy. Look at the gut bomb on that guy. 25 pounds. That's gotta be. Oh, man. That's a giant. That is a massive net.